Okay, here we have a sequence, and we're going to try to find the nth term of this sequence. And if we look at the sequence, we can see that the first term of the sequence, where the term number is 1, that's the first term, is 14, the second term is 11, the third term is 8, the fourth term is 5, and the fifth term is 2. Okay, right, so if we're going to try to find the nth term, we first of all have to find the difference. And if I look at this sequence, I can see that actually the sequence is going down. So if I look closely, I can see that if I take away 3 from 14, I have 11. Again, take away 3 from 11, I have 8. Take away 3 from 8, I have 5. And take away 3 from 5, and I have 2. So I know that the first part of my rule for this sequence is minus 3n. Right, now what I need to do is I need to substitute the term number into this rule to create another sequence so that I can compare the two. And this is slightly more difficult because I have a negative number here. So I have to remember that if I substitute n is 1, we have minus 3 times 1 is minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Where n is 2, minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. Where n is 3, minus 3 times 3 is minus 9. And where n is 4, minus 3 times 4 is minus 12. And where n is 5, minus 3 times 5 is minus 15. So now I want to look at the difference between this rule, which is the rule for minus 3n, and the sequence that I have above. And I can see that the difference between minus 3 and 14 is actually 17. I would have to add 17 to minus 3 to have 14. And again, minus 6 add 17 is 11. Minus 9 add 17 is 8. These are positive, add 17. Minus 12 add 17 is 5. And minus 15 add 17 is 2. So the second part of my rule is plus 17. So my rule is minus 3n plus 17. Because we don't normally like to start a rule with a negative number, we can actually swap these two terms around. So I can put 17 minus 3n. And here we have the rule for this sequence, the nth term. Now if I want to check it, let's just have a go. If I substitute where n is 1 into this particular rule, we have 17 take away 3, which equals 14, which is correct.